Okay, so to improve the optimal heart rate quality, what I do is take the watch off and then just move it up the wrist. So it's about a width of a watch further up the wrist. So to about there, you can see where my watch mark is, and then on a mini sunny tan. And then let's see if I can actually tie this up really quite tightly. Hello everybody, hope you did okay. Welcome to Ford Lane in Farnham. Now there's a Ford down there. Now you're probably glad to hear I'm not going to be testing any weatherized shoes today. What I'm going to really look at today is heart rate. Now on the Garmin watches like the 945 here or the 245 here, you've got optical heart rate. Now sometimes it doesn't work very well, and when you just put it on your wrist like normally here at the end of the wrist, on this one here with the 245, sometimes the readings can be pretty rubbish. So what I thought today is an experiment where a little technique I've found to make the optical heart rate better. So what better way than actually run up a hill, get my heart rate up reasonably high. I'm not going to be running very fast, just for the fact that it's uphill because of my hamstring, but at least I've done 2 miles already and it's not feeling too bad. So we'll run up the hill with the watch in a sort of like a normal position, then I move it to what I think is a better position and see if we get any better results. And for a control test, I've got a Garmin HRM-Pro here with another watch that I'm going to record the actual heart rate from my strap, then compare it later to the 2 ones with just optical readings on and see if we get any better results. Okay, so at the moment the 945 is showing an optical heart rate of 79 and the 245 is showing an optical heart rate of around about 80, so pretty much the same. And if I check the ones attached to my heart rate strap showing, it's showing pretty much the same. So we're all in sync at the moment, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so we start off running uphill. I'm not going to take this very hard at all because I said I'm very unfit, so just by getting to the top of this hill, we'll get the heart rate up. Okay, we're into Everly Lane now. I've actually got a segment on this hill. I'm in no condition to challenge a segment today, but so we'll see what time we get. Okay, the 945 is already into the 130s and the 245 is already a bit higher. Oh, this is a tough hill. Right, so now 945 is showing mid 140s, but my chest strap somewhat less, and the 245 is kind of stuck, so it's all a bit variable. Okay, well, the top of the hill kind of illustrates the problem. The 945 was overreading, the 245 was underreading, and obviously the heart rate strap, which we believe was right, was in the middle. So we'll jog down the hill now and see if we can run up again in a better heart rate position. So this is Underhill Lane, which we'll jog down, see how we go. Let's see how the heart rate's stabilising now that we've kind of stopped. 945 is now 113. 245, yeah, that's come down. But the actual heart rate is already 100, so that's coming down much quicker. Okay, so to improve the quality of the optical heart rate, what I do is loosen up the watch and then just move it along the wrist, up the wrist, a good watch width further up, and then really tighten it as much as you can possibly go. Can you see that there? And then wrap that back in, and then that should hopefully be a lot tighter to the wrist. Now it's a bit uncomfortable like this, but we'll see if it works. Now you can tell this watch is the right length because I can put the other one there. But what you shouldn't do is put 2 watches on the same wrist if you're using optical heart rate. That's why I've got 1 watch on each wrist. And there you can see my watch is 77. Right, let's do the same now to the other watch. This is the 245. This one is actually a bit of a smaller watch face. So we'll go up there, up there. Okay, so as much up the wrist as I can. You want to get like a flat area for the watch with the sensors underneath it. Let's see if I can get it in that one there. Obviously you don't want to wear the watch like this for too long, it's a bit uncomfortable. Okay, we'll need to stabilise the readings now, so I'll walk back to the Ford and then we'll do the hill rep again, see if we get any better results. Okay, so we're now back at the Ford ready to start the last rep with the watches in the optimal place. So the 945 is showing about 75, 76. The 245 is showing pretty much the same, and the control watch is showing about the same as well. Right, let's see how we get on. It's quite nice now that it's gone past 6 o'clock and it's still light. Probably got a good half an hour of light left. I can tell that I can't go much faster today. Right, anyway, onto the heart rate. Okay, 945 showing 134. Control watch 134. So that's working well. So 945 approaching 140, just under. Control watch, pretty much the same. Oh, the 245's finally woken up. Still a bit low though. Oh, what's the top of this hill? Okay, top of the hill. 141 for the 945. Control watch pretty much the same, and 245's don't know what it's doing. Okay, so the 945 definitely did better there. 245 not so good. So let's see if I can have another go. Okay, so here we are at the ford and we're about to do a run up the hill. The 945 is showing 91. 245 is also showing 91. And the control watch is more or less the same, 87. Right, let's see how we go. And we're off. It's rather nice actually to be able to be running at about 6:30 and still have some light. I'll just have to run to the top of the hill and then I'll be done for today. I've done just over 4.5 miles of run walking. Hamstring's not too bad, which is encouraging. I haven't been pushing this at all, even like these little hill reps, but we'll see how the heart rate goes up the hill. Okay, the 945's quite high at 137 and control watch is almost the same. 245's a bit slow. So it does seem the 945's optical heart rate is definitely better in this position up the wrist. 245 not so obviously better. All right, we're almost at the top of the hill. 945, 145, control watch pretty much the same. 245 lagging. Oh, okay, we reached the top of the hill. Well, I think I conclude from that the 945 definitely doing a lot better in that position up the wrist. 245 not so good. 245 is not a watch I use very often. 945 is my go-to, so, and this is a more expensive one. I mean, it's my best. It's the watch I've been using for the last 3 years, served me very well. Not sure when there'll be a new one out. Maybe the one up for the 945 was with a 935 and 945, so maybe there'll be a 955 at some point. Who knows? I've never been one for the feeling swatches, so I sort of prefer the slightly lighter Forerunners, and in fact they are a bit cheaper as well. But yeah, so I hope you found that little test a little interesting. Let me know if you give that a try, see if it works any better for you. Maybe the test to do it is on a longer run. Let's just have a quick look at them now. 110 for the 245. Yeah, they're about the same now, but the 245 just seems a bit slow, so definitely worth a try. None of these things work very well. I think the moral of this is that, yeah, there's a few things you could try, but using a chest heart strap is probably the best way of getting best heart rate readings if that's what you're into. Anyway, so I hope you found this interesting. Look forward to seeing the next one. Like and subscribe and bye! So if we just look at the heart rates using the DC Analyzer tool here, this is the first rep here, and these are the two other ones here. So if we zoom in on the first one, then the brown line is the control chest heart rate strap from the HRM-Pro. The light blue line there is the 945, and the purple line is the 245. And I think, as I said in the video, the actual true line was sort of in the middle once I've actually got on the hill. You could say that they didn't do too badly here, but if you're wanting an accurate heart rate reading, it's not particularly great. If we then go and look at the two ones where I was actually moved the watch to what I thought was the better heart rate position. So here we go, the first time and the second time, you can see that the brown line, which is the HRM-Pro, and the light blue line, which is the 945, are pretty well aligned actually, doing far better than the first one, and again on the second one. And the 245, well, it was kind of disappointing. It almost got there at the top there and almost there, but you can kind of think, well, maybe on that evidence it wasn't the greatest of tests, and maybe I was better off where it was. So it just goes to show that perhaps you just need to experiment a bit. But certainly I think I've proved that if you want to get the best reading possible, then this is definitely worth trying with the 945, because you can see there that's pretty good. I mean, definitely got the right shape. It was going up as I went up, and it was coming down as I came down. So I hope you found this interesting. As I said, please like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments if you tried these different positions, or whether you just use a heart rate strap, or whether you just don't bother with heart rate at all. Okay then, bye!